In this lesson, we will be rounding the divisor and the whole number, which is also called the dividend, to estimate the quotient and solve. We will know we have been successful when we have completed Mission 2 of Lesson 21 on Zearn.org. Let's get started. Let's take a look at our first problem, 103 divided by 45. I recommend again turning your paper sideways so that you can use the lines to help you keep your quotient in the right place. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our divisor and round it to an easily divisible number. 45 rounds to 50 very easily. So I'm going to be thinking of 50 as I am trying to divide. I also want to round my whole number to an easily divisible by 50 number. In other words, I want to be able to easily divide it by 50. 100 can be divided by 50 2 times. This is the same as we've been doing before, but now we're trying to do more of it in our head. However, if math facts are something that you are still working on becoming fluent in, don't worry. You can still use our same strategy as before, where we skip count over to the side. I see that 50 can be made twice out of. Now I'm going to go back to the 45 and multiply 2 times 45. And I see that's 90, which I will subtract. And I have 13 left over. That means that my remainder is 13. Let's try another one. What can we round 68 to? Right, 68 will round to 70 easily. I'm just going to put 70 up here off to the side so I can think of that. Now I need to round 425 to something that will divide by 70 easily. If I'm thinking of multiples of 70, or I can even think of multiples of 7 like we did before, I know that 7 times 6 is 42. So I can say 70 times 6 is 420, which is close to what I have here without going over. So I'm going to put 6 above my 5. 6 times 8 is 48. And 6 times 6 is 36. Plus 4 more is 40. Then subtract. And we have a remainder of 17. Let's try another one. Let's try 205 divided by 28. What can 28 be rounded to? The closest 10 that 20 can be rounded to, you're right, is 30. When I'm thinking of multiples of 30, or if I want to think of it as multiples of 3 to begin with, I know that 3 times 7 is 21, which would be too much because 30 times 7 would be 210, and that's more than I have right here. So that tells me 30 times 6, 3 times 6 is 18, so 30 times 6 is 180. So my estimate is 6. Now finish solving. Remember, you're multiplying your quotient by your divisor and then subtracting that. Come back when you are done. Welcome back. After multiplying and subtracting, you probably noticed that there are 37 remaining. 37 is larger than 28, so another group of 28 could be made. That tells us that 6 is not the correct answer. We can make another group of 28. So 6 groups plus one more group would be 7. And I would just try this again. Multiply and subtract, and then come back to check. We have 9 left over this time. That is not enough to make another group of 28, so 9 becomes our remainder. Now you try one. Let's try 182 divided by 52. Come back when you are ready to check. 26 is not enough to make another group of 52, so this becomes our remainder. Let's try one more. Remember to round both your divisor and your dividend, your whole number, and solve. Come back when you're ready to check. By rounding 64 to 60, we were able to see that 9 groups of 64 can be made out of our whole number. 9 times 64 is 576, which we subtracted from 592, with 16 remaining. This 16 becomes our remainder, and so our answer is 9 with a remainder of 16. Hope this helps.